If you're tired of the standard business and marketing fundamentals, frameworks, and funnels, you need a little mischief. Get ready to turn up the volume on the CEO Mischief Maker podcast, where you access conversations with seasoned business owners who have smashed through mindset barriers, innovated the standard boring business and marketing playbooks, and executed future-paced strategies with bleeding-edge tools and tactics to micro-fail their way into massive success and growth. We are mindset impact strategic catalysts helping innovative entrepreneurs focus. We are CEO Mischief Makers. Ready to make a little mischief? Hello there. Welcome to the CEO Mischief Maker podcast. My name is Mary Kathryn Johnson of Messenger Funnels and Bot Academy. And whether or not you know any of that and who I am, really, I need you to just answer this one question for me. Do you love listening to hour-long podcast conversations, but find it difficult to either finish them or go back and find the specific nugget of information that really hits you out of that entire hour, or would just need to break up listening to it in several issues or several time frames? Well, I have the answer for that, and that is this podcast. I'm going to be speaking with some incredibly successful entrepreneurs who've made many mistakes and figured out how to change their direction, change their focus, or innovate what they did to create success. And I'm going to take this podcast and look at it quite a bit differently. And if you're ready to go on this unique journey with me, listen up and I'll show you how it's going to work. So I call this the Mischief Maker, CEO Mischief Maker podcast. And that word mischief is an acronym. It stands for what I do and what I'm attracted to in others. And that is, we are mindset, impact, strategic catalysts, helping innovative entrepreneurs focus. So everything we're going to do in this podcast is going to handle three main categories and walk you through stories and adventures and lessons and tools for three main categories. And I'm going to chat with entrepreneurs in all three of these categories, but we will release these episodes in shorter forms that will handle only those types of topics. So let me explain to you what I mean. On Mondays, we are going to handle the mindset part of this whole adventure, how people overcome the obstacles that they've faced and transition from being one level in their business, let's say a freelancer, to being an actual seven-figure CEO, and what mindset challenges they faced and how they overcame that, how they shifted their mindset to be able to take on those multiple roles at the appropriate time. So that's what we are going to release. You can be expecting a podcast episode released every Monday, specifically about mindset. Then on Wednesday, we're going to continue that conversation with that particular entrepreneur, and we're going to talk about impact and innovation. And you already know what we mean by impact, right? It's whatever you're doing in your business and who you're trying to impact and what impact you're trying to have on the world and all those things. But what is innovation? I'm looking at innovation in a new way. I'm not talking about the Elon Musks of the world innovation or the Microsoft's innovation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you take a particular framework, or how my guest takes a particular framework and they have innovated it to match their goals, their experience, their stories, and their impact. And so when I talk about that, I mean some business framework or some marketing framework or some tool that they have used, and how they take that tool and personalize it to their business and how they can then use that to create incredible success. So Wednesdays, you can tune in and be assured to hear information. And boy, based on the interviews I've already done, incredible value around impact and innovation. And then finally, the part I geek out about most is Fridays. We're going to end the week with an episode that deals with and helps you with strategy and tactics. So I started in this recent journey about 5 years ago with chatbots. And so I love marketing strategy and tactics. And so my guest and I will specifically break down this is the nuts and bolts. This is the actual bread and butter of what you're going to do. This is the exciting part where you can take all of that amazing mindset and impact and influence and innovation and put it into practice on Fridays. So Fridays, we're going to end the week with the strategy and the tactics that that particular entrepreneur used to create the success that they've finally reached. So you're going to hear about Facebook ads and how one particular guest specifically has a framework for automating Facebook ads so that you spend maybe 1 to 2 hours a week. And that ad is running on autopilot with the most optimized images, copy, buttons, videos. He blew my mind. Like 1,500 points of customization is being done automatically. That's kind of blowing my mind, right? Because Facebook ads are kind of a black box to me. And we have another guest who is talking about the legal strategy that you should have for your business. I know, you're probably running scared right now going, la, 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 la. I don't want to hear about legal, not sexy, not fun. Yeah, stop it. All right. It's a necessary part of your business and it will help you actually free your mind and your stress so that you can really create with abandon. Okay, so we have a guest that's talking about the strategy and tactics for that. We are going to dive into the details on Fridays. So we start high level with mindset. We go to the mid-level on Wednesday with impact and innovation, and then we get down into the weeds, down at ground level with our focus on the specifics, the strategy and the tactics. So I hope you are able to take this information and digest it in smaller chunks and find very strategic, very specific value out of each of the episodes that we publish in a given week with one entrepreneurial conversation. That's my goal, is to allow you to take your time and spend it, your brain time, your energy, and spend it strategically. I love to chat. I love to just hang out and have a cup of coffee and discuss all kinds of incredible topics. But in this podcast, I'm going to be very strategic and mindful of your time, your energy, and your value that you expect. And I really hope that you agree with me that the entrepreneurs that I present to you can actually give you exactly the value you're looking for. Now, this is not a podcast where anyone is just able to sign up to get an actual spot on the calendar to join the show. It's not a podcast where we're just trying to have people pay us to get on the show and do a commercial for them. This is a podcast where people have to apply. And once they apply, we have a pre-chat and pre-interview before I actually get them on the actual recording of the interview so that we make sure that the value we're going to present in the show is exactly what I expect. I've been an entrepreneur for 19 years now. I started my first business in March of 2003. And believe me, I stayed stuck for far too long at different phases along the way and finally broke free from some of those mindset issues and some of the technical issues that I had and created what I consider to be incredible success starting in 2017. And I have not looked back since. And now I help people with Mischief, with CEO Mischief and brand Mischief. And as you can tell by that word, we have a lot of fun along the way. It is a bit mischievous. It is a bit personalized and tongue-in-cheek and fun, but at the same time, flippin' mind-blowing. I'm telling you, some of the conversations I've had blow my mind. And I hope that you do yours as well. So I hope you join me. I hope you mark off on your calendar for the publication of a new episode every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I hope you let me know the value that you receive through the conversations I have with some pretty incredible entrepreneurs. In the meantime, look forward to the next set of publications, and the next set of shows are going to be my take on those three topics: mindset, impact and innovation, and tactics and strategies. I'm going to share some of my really most strategic, most life-changing tools in each of those three categories. And then from there, we're going to jump on the rocket ship and talk to some incredible entrepreneurs. So welcome to this new format of podcast. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you share with me what it is you learn. If you have any questions, any input, if you would like to learn more or find out how you can interact with me or any of my guests, you can go to CEO-MISCHIEFmaker.com and you'll find all the information you need there. In the meantime, I sincerely hope you enjoy your journey into CEO Mischief. MKJ, chat soon. Okay, hold on. If your mindset was shifted, you were inspired to innovate, and you were spurred into action, don't just move on with your day. Focus, my friend, and take a few minutes to visit CEO-MISCHIEFmaker.com to learn more about the value that was shared with you today. Please act now and create some CEO mischief of your own.